Hi, my name is Carol, and I'm going to try and go through some of my WIPs that I have. This is not all of them. I went into the room where I keep most of them, and there is such a huge pile, and everything started falling, so I just grabbed the ones that were nearest to me. I have no idea what is inside of these bags, so bear with me while I try and figure it out. So my first one I have in these cute little bags from a company called Papaya. I used to have a ladies boutique and I sold these in my shop. And some of these things that I use for stitch markers, they're all backwards. There are charms from a jewelry company called John Wind. And so these were just some of the leftover things that I had in my shop when I closed down. But I thought these were fun. I was going to try and have quite a few of these, and I was going to try and put a WIP in each one. I do have several more bags that have stuff in them, but they were not right on top. So let's see what this is. Okay. This is not really a WIP. It's just a bag of some yarn, a gigantic crochet hook. Look at the size of that thing. I don't have my glasses on, so I don't think I can see what size this is. That is a honker. No idea what I made with that. I was hoping this was a pair of glasses, but it's just some extra crochet hooks and needles and stuff. So this was not a WIP. Go on to the next one. This next one is another bag from Papaya. This is their little logo tag. I believe they still sell these, and they may have them in a smaller size too. I just think they were wonderful. I used to carry one of these whenever we would travel for my husband's job. I would carry my makeup in this, and then one night we were going out to dinner to a fun little place, and I thought it'd be fun to carry this as my bag. So I put all my stuff in it, carried it out like a little clutch, and it wasn't this one. I can't remember what the colors were on the one that I took. It was blacks and something. And I had so many women asking me where I got that, and so I gave them my shop information, and I sold so many of these. But these are great little bags. The linings, each lining is different. And this one is completely empty. I have not put a WIP in this one. So I need to find all the bags like these that I have put my projects in. I have a couple more bags over here, and let me see if I have any WIPs in here. This is funny. This is my ridiculous WIP pile that has so far no WIPs. Okay, this is a really fun scarf that I started. I have no idea what the pattern is. Hopefully it's in this bag somewhere. But this is a nice, oh, this is so soft. I have no idea. Let me see if I can find the yarn. Okay, this is ridiculous. This is the yarn. I have no idea if I have more of this, if I ever even found the pattern, if I could even finish this scarf, if I even have enough. I want to say this is like the boyfriend scarf on Ravelry. I will look it up and see, because I would like to finish that. That is really nice. And the marker that I used, let me see, what is this? I think it's just an end to a bracelet. I also, when I closed my shop, I made jewelry, and so I have a lot of jewelry components that I make jewelry with, and I think this was a little bracelet jewelry component that I was working with. Let me put this on pause and get a little bit more organized. Okay, I went through these big bags that I brought in here, and there were not as many WIPs as I thought that there were going to be, so I obviously grabbed from the wrong pile. But there were a couple of things in here. One, I believe, this gray yarn, no label. I think this was going to be a hat. This is the top of the hat, and that's as far as I've gotten. I will probably tear this out, use this yarn for something else, because I have no idea what pattern this would be from. And I don't even think it would be worth trying to research and find what it is. Here is this is a little market bag, and I am almost finished with it. I have no idea. I'm working on, let's see where it ends. Right here. I think I need to make the straps a little bit wider is what I was working on, and I'm almost finished. So why this was never finished, I have no idea. But I went, I'd completely forgotten I crocheted all of these little bags, and I had set up at a farmer's market in a little town next over to ours, and sold several of these at a farmer's market. Here. Oh, I thought this one was finished. Here is one that I think I was, I don't know, I think I did not like the color of this yarn. I'm not sure why I just stopped there. So, unfortunately, that is not anything. This is, I cannot, the designer, I say this a lot, I can't remember her name. I need to probably look things up before I do this. However, this was kind of like a mystery WIP bag, so I would have no idea. This was one of those wraparound shrugs where you knit or crochet the arms and wrap it around. The designer that does this shows them over wedding dresses, and you can wear these formally. This was started, it's pretty long. See, you knit these, that's going to be a sleeve. This is the wrap around part, and then this is going to be a sleeve. I really do want to make one of these. I don't like the yarn I was using. I was using Bernat Baby for this, and as I was working with it, I just don't like the feel of it. It has like a sound to it, and the texture doesn't feel good in my fingers. So I really do want to make one of these. I just need to find a better yarn. So I definitely will not be finishing that. This is something that I am extremely close to finishing. My first real sweater. It's really large, very wrinkled. All I have to do is finish this one sleeve and I'm done. I don't know why I didn't finish it. I think part of me is scared to finish something because when I do, I'll show you something that I finished that's pretty large. It seems like once I finish something, I have kind of a letdown feeling, and I don't know how to describe it. I don't know why I feel let down or sad after I finish something. Do you ever feel that way? This being in point, this is a huge project that I worked on. It was all knit. I don't know, it's a big shawl. I put a price tag on it because I had it out at the farmer's market and I put a ridiculous price on it. Well, around here, they thought it was a ridiculous price. I put $300 on this. It, of course, did not sell. The pattern is on Ravelry, and it is the Carrie Bradshaw Shawl from, it's the second storyline in Sex and the City. And this was a blanket shawl that she had on the couch with her that she was wrapped up in. I did not watch the program. I just saw this, fell in love with it. I really wanted the yarn to look more like the one that she had, which had pinks and blues, and the background was white. I could not find that. So instead I found this, this color, which is very Southwest to me. I thought at the time when I made this, I don't even remember, several years ago, 2020, 2021, and it has all this wonderful fringe on it. I'm going to try and stand up and go back here and see if you can see it better. Hold on. Okay. I don't think I'm going to be able to get back far enough for you to see how large this actually is. Look at this thing. It's huge. And it gives very, I might take this back to Kansas City and wear this fall. Raise it up as you can see. Oh, this is really fun, and it's cozy too. I really like it. After I finished this, I don't remember how long it took me to work on it. It was a lot quicker than I thought it would. It's really thick yarn. But after I finished this, I just felt really sad. Maybe it's because I knew I wasn't going to use it because these aren't colors that I like. So maybe that was what it is. Also, this sweater, if I finish the sweater, this isn't really my colors either. I go more towards darker colors, blacks and grays, and so I'll try and remember who made this so I can finish it. But I think my husband's coming in. He's been on a golf tournament, and I just saw his golf cart go by. Hold on just a sec. Okay, and the last WIP that I found is something that I was trying. It's these, it's some color work. There he is. Okay, so this next thing, what did I do with it? Oh, so it was those fingerless gloves. And I thought I had gotten a lot more done on this than I had, but for me to be doing this, I'm pretty impressed with myself. I've gotten the cuff. Put this up here. I've gotten the cuff done with the moons. But it's not perfect. However, I've gotten this far, and I really may have to start over if I can't figure out what row I'm on. Yeah, I think these fingerless gloves would just be really cool. It was one of the first, well, it is absolutely the first color work I've ever tried. But, so I've only gotten to here. Oh, you know what? Thank you, Past Me. I used a highlighter to show, I think, how far up I've gotten. So, after I knit a little bit, I'll feel a little bit more confident delving into this and trying this again. But there's, oh, this is the part that's the dragonfly. So that's really fun. I had completely forgotten about that, so I'm really glad I found it. That will probably not be this year that I do. I have a couple of other things. I want to finish that sweater for sure. Oh, where did it go? So back in Kansas City, I showed the summer sweater that I was making. It's like a summer t-shirt on crochet. And it is this one. It's called the Water Lily, I believe, by Olga Poltava. The Water Lily Summer Top. Water Lily Summer Top. So I did my measurements and I decided to make the small medium. That's the panel that I started. And it was gigantic. I mean, I felt like it was just way too wide. So I decided to put that aside. I'd made a couple of mistakes. I decided to put that aside and I started, you have to make 2 panels anyway. So I started another panel. This one I did the size down. So I was doing the small medium. And now this one is the extra small. I wish there was just a plain small because I think I need something in between. So this is what I'm doing now. I'm doing a lot neater job on this panel. So I am definitely going to redo the other panel. However, this one seems too small. So the other one was too big. This one is too small. I just don't know. This one may work. But this is a fun thing. I don't know if I'll wear it. There again, I'm choosing, this is more of a pink. I don't know why I want to knit with these colors that I do. It's not colors that I wear. I think because blacks and grays, dark grays, and are the colors that I do gravitate towards in my closet. They're really hard to see when you're knitting and crocheting with because the stitch is too hard to see in the dark. So I just have a lot of things on my needles. Hopefully I can get up the gumption and finish some stuff. So today is Saturday. Wednesday, I had my 3rd scalp treatment, and each week the intensity is a lot more, and my scalp is still pretty sore. I washed my hair just a few minutes ago, and just the water coming down onto my scalp from the shower head was very painful. So I'm hoping I see some results soon. I don't know if I will be able to bear the pain much longer, but he said that the texture of my hair, and it really does feel different. He said the texture will change. So my ends are still very fragile, in my opinion. He did cut off, my hair was down to here, I believe, here. And he just evened it up since I had lost it. So I had so much breakage. So he just evened it up for me. And he told me I really need to have about 2 more inches off. So, but he did not want to do that because that 2 more inches, wow, that'd be really short. And I don't know how I feel about that just yet. So, but I got my mother's haircut and she loves it. It turned out really, really cute, and she's very, very happy with it. So we had a really nice time this week. All we had time for was to go get her hair done, and then I had to get her back home because she had some physical therapy to go to. But well, we are on our way to a wedding, and I hope it is a beautiful day where you are, and remember to be kind. Thank you for watching.